This is Overweight Larry, and when you're done eating the big sausage sandwich that is the blind tag, come on over to the Cake of the Shining Wizards Network and listen to my boys, the Shining Wizards, talking about wrestling all day, every day. Available on Audio Boom, iTunes, Stitcher, Geek Life Radio, and of course at ShiningWizards.com.
Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag, and you're here with me, your host, Big Dick Gideon. Alongside, as always, two of the members of the Fallen Angels. We have Kryim,
hey,
and we have Dante.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey,
I'm sorry about that. I'm going through puberty right now.
Dante's back! Yay!
Yeah, I've been out for a little while. I had a really bad infection in my tooth, and it made it very hard to talk. So, here I am. I'm back. Everything's cool and good.
Hooray!
Yeah,
It
sound
gets bad.
so excited.
Well, it gets bad when you're not around
Yeah.
because then Kryim gets drunk and then we do podcasts.
Apparently, I heard that was one of the best ones so far since the female view of the business. It was probably two of the.
Are you saying I should go get drinks now? No,
No, because you have to work in the morning.
No,
but that'd be funny.
Not when you have to wake up in the morning.
Well, there's that. You know.
It won't be funny 12 hours from now.
No, it's funny now. You know, for some reason, past Kryim always fucks over future Kryim.
Well,
that's just how it is.
I don't know if it turns into radio gold, apparently, for you.
All right.
You know, right up there with us, getting JR that day.
Well, fucking yourself is always easy, but fucking yourself always is. So, okay.
Handle your business, Kryim. Handle your business.
Handle your business. So we're gonna start off. Well, I tell you what, we'll start off with.
I like
Raw.
your blank page here.
Yeah, I was about to write something on it. Hey, thanks for putting me under the bus, though. Appreciate that. That's a nice blank page, you fucking douche. Oh, all right, cool.
He's got his notebook, trying to look all studious. It's like I got no fucking notes.
Nobody can see it. It's okay. We're winging it,
Well, it's
man.
too late now.
We're winging it. We're winging it tonight.
Anyway.
Peeling back the curtain.
We just broke the fourth wall. Sorry, folks.
There was a wall. So, we'll talk about Raw real quick. Raw started off kind of shitty, and we sort of gave up within the first hour or so. But, two highlights from that whole show was, number one, I'll go with the triple threat match first, between Rusev, Cesaro, and Kevin Owens. That was, I thought, a pretty decent match. Almost no powders were taken during that match, I noticed. Okay.
True.
I know Kevin Owens took one.
Yeah, Kevin Owens took one. I think
Cesaro
took one, but it was brief.
Yeah. But other than that, they were in there for a while.
Yeah.
All three of them.
And truth be told, the finish of that match, everybody knew that fucking Kevin Owens was going to do something at the end.
Yeah,
but I thought I didn't think they were going to have Owens screw over Rusev. But now it kind of makes sense because you could probably have Owens go over for the title, and now you can have him and Rusev feud for it.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but because I do want to talk about that of another announcement later on in the show. We'll talk about that later. But no, I thought it was a solid match. I mean, it makes sense that I knew the title wasn't going to change hands, but I'm glad. It seems like they're starting to push the talent rather than the storylines. Because I'm going to tell you right now, no one gives a shit about Seth Rollins. Nobody cares. nobody fucking cares.
He's such a whiny, but he's kind of doing. Remember when Randy was doing the whiny champ?
No,
thing?
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying nobody cares.
Yeah, it's just
the problem. Okay, everybody's interested now because of Brock Lesnar. Okay?
Yeah,
but no, I mean, like, how many times can you watch Seth Rollins team up with Kane?
Yeah, that's getting old. Well, that's not happening anymore because Kane's essentially injured.
Is he?
In terms of storyline, yeah, he's gone. He broke his leg.
We tapped out at hour 1, so who broke whose leg?
Okay, so what happened was at the contract signing, Jesus Christ, I don't know how many times we need to do this fucking gimmick.
Stupid.
Okay?
The contract signing? Did somebody go through a table? That never happens.
No.
Oh, God damn it!
Yeah.
I blew the spot.
Yeah. No one went through the table, but your basic shenanigans. Okay, Kane had a plan to protect Seth Rollins. Blah blah blah. There was an axe handle hidden underneath the table. Brock Lesnar finds it. This was after they both had signed the contract. Okay, and they start going buck wild and shit like that. Well, Brock Lesnar wrecks the place. Okay, tries to get Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins on the way. He hurts Kane. He brings Kane outside, takes the steel steps, lays Kane's leg on at an angle, and quote unquote breaks his leg. Okay.
I have a feeling that Kane probably has an injury he needs to baby, and then when he comes back, if we're lucky, we'll get what we've been asking for.
Yeah, we wanted to put the mask back on.
I think this would be that perfect opportunity for him to be written out for a little while, heal up, and then do his last run as Kane. Because if something else that we're about to talk to, sorry.
Talk about blowing the spot!
Nobody heard anything. No,
it's all right. You're rusty. You're rusty. It's okay.
We said words.
I said
People
words.
don't understand. You know what? This is our show. So you know what?
It would be really cool because for his last run, if he goes out with the mask on as Kane, like we all keep talking about every show, which is what we would really like.
Yeah.
I think it would go very well.
Yeah.
For folks out there, this is our show, and if you thought you heard something that we were going to talk about, it's like getting lightly brushed against your crotch. Sorry, it's not happening right now. Maybe down the line. So you just got to listen and go through the entire show.
Do me a favor, make it vulgar. Can you do that?
Dick.
Thank you.
Cocks.
Okay.
Bunch of cocks.
Anyway, but ostensibly, in terms of storyline, there is no longer anyone there to help Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
because J&J's hurt, and now Kane's hurt. Okay.
And so some guy in the audience who got hit in the
head with the face with a car
door.
Man, I would not want to piss off Brock Lesnar, man. That was just, and does he?
That was gimmick.
Again, does he know it's a gimmick?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. He threw the car door, and
he really does not know.
Was cheering. The fan was cheering, going, "Yeah, clunk! Oh man, this shit is real, man!
I don't care if it's a prop car or not, man. It's steel that just hit me in the head, man."
Well, here's the thing. I mean, like, you see him grabbing the door. You clearly know he's probably going to throw it. At what point do you go, "Hey, this car door is coming at my head. I should probably move out of the way"? Because you're watching. I mean, like,
you're watching. Yeah, all eyes are on him.
Brock Lesnar is a strong guy. Brock Lesnar is an immensely strong guy, but you can't throw a car door at 90 miles an hour. Okay,
apparently you can.
Apparently Brock can.
Yeah, apparently you can.
There's got to be a moment where you go,
"You don't tell him what to do."
He's Brock Lesnar. Have you heard Heyman talk about Brock Lesnar? You don't tell
Brock Lesnar. But like I said, like I'm glad they're starting to push the talent. Like I said, it was a good match, that triple threat match. But the big thing that I actually want to talk about that happened on Raw was the NXT Divas
introduction
finally coming up. Okay, and they didn't have a choice, right?
No,
they literally had no choice. They were supposed to wait till after SummerSlam, but they literally had no choice. Because what are you going to do? You're gonna sit there and go back and forth between Paige and the Bella Team Bella,
and with their ratings tanking the way they have been, they needed something to shake it up, especially before a pay-per-view. If you want to sell the pay-per-view, you gotta bring out your talent and push your talent, and NXT is the talent right now.
I was surprised that I understand why she did come up, but Becky Lynch, I didn't think Becky Lynch was ready to come up. But not that she's not incredibly talented. I just think she needed to hone just a little bit more.
Well, it was kind of like when they had Cody and Ted DiBiase come up together. You could tell that Ted was a bit the more stronger worker than Cody was, and then eventually Cody came into his own.
Yeah.
Well, it's called being trained while working. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to train
trial by
while
fire.
It's basically you get trained in. There's only so much you can learn in a school.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any real experience working the same people in school all the time. So that's why it's time to bring them up and bring them up into the main roster, at least for a little while,
I'm excited.
See how it goes.
I'm excited because the thing is, I'm excited, but I'm also cautious because I want to see. Yeah, it's great that the talent is there now, which the talent is very lopsided.
You've also got 3 legends up there, three legacies. Yeah, of legends.
And what I'm worried about is, you can have all the talent in the world, but again, if they don't give the ladies the time, it doesn't matter.
I think they're going to. I mean, because Steph really gave them all really awesome introductions. I mean, she really put some good time into each person, giving them a good like you said, a great introduction. So, and it's her husband's pet project anyway.
Yeah.
So the more they push that talent, I mean, you can see it's the better talent right now. It's time for, as we've said, and we asked at the podcast.
Time to turn.
It's. We are now on the cusp of a different change, just like the Attitude Era when they came in. Yeah. We're heading into a different Attitude Era. Yeah. It's going to get a little bit more hardcore. It's probably not going to get as raunchy. Who knows? We might go back to that. But they know that's the more hardcore it gets, the more it'll pull the fan back in.
The fans that were watching in the mid-2000s are now older.
And we want what we want. We're fickle.
You could sit there and you could try to compare the ladies' matches on Raw to the ladies' matches at NXT, and there's really no comparison.
It's not a comparison.
Because they let the ladies go down there. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I'll be very disgusted if, let's say Charlotte's first match, or Becky Lynch's first match, or even Sasha Banks' first match, that they give her 3 minutes and it's done by a schoolgirl roll-up. I'll be very disgusted because I know these ladies can go.
No, you know what? And I think the crowd would turn on them. I think the crowd would turn on them if they do that, because that'd be shameful.
Yeah.
Straight up fucking shameful. Okay? When I'm watching matches in NXT between these ladies and they're going half hour and there's not 1 minute of that goddamn match that I'm not entertained. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And you better not bring them up and give them no 3-minute schoolgirl roll-up. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
That I will be fucking pissed.
I'd be very upset. And that was our big concern when we were talking about let's bring up Charlotte. Yeah. Why would you? Our big thing was, why would you want to go up to the main roster?
Yeah. If you're Charlotte, right? Yeah. And you look at the main roster, why the hell would I want to go up so I can do 3-minute matches?
That's why she was the last one introduced.
No, Sasha was the last one introduced.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, Sasha.
Flair.
It was Becky Lynch, and then they brought out Flair, and then they brought out Sasha.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's no, right. It's okay. What was missing was Sasha's belt.
That was very peculiar.
I don't know why she didn't have it.
Considering the fact that Kevin Owens came out with the NXT title, I don't know why they didn't have Sasha come out with the NXT title.
Yeah, I can't even.
I don't have an answer for that.
Hey, maybe the guy that was supposed to bring the belts couldn't make it, and that's why she didn't have her belt.
Bang, 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 bang.
Shots fired.
Bang, bang. Shots fired.
Officer down.
I doubt they listened, so it's okay.
Anyway.
Just saying.
So we will move on from Raw, as we do look forward to Battleground this Sunday, but...
we're not even going to worry about predictions right now.
Not right now.
We don't... Yeah.
But
pain.
I would pain. It's just you did something this week that you really want to talk about. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, actually, it started when we first. We touched a little bit on it when we did the convention that we were able to. Me and Strangler were able to start working on mending a bridge with us and Mr. Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Apparently, over the last few visits that we've had with the Brah, which have been just absolutely awesome, he was left out of the loop on a lot of stuff that happened back then and had no clue of what Junior Metal Maniac were doing to us behind our back. And, so we've mended our fence, and we've been hanging out with him pretty much every weekend. And it was definitely like taking a 15-year boulder off my shoulders, you know, because there was no closure. Sure. It was like one day we were working for him, and next thing I know, a Money Mark and his son show up, and it was over.
Yeah.
It was done. There was no explanation. There was no nothing. Junior took our calendars, our phone numbers, everything, called all the promoters, told them, you know, don't put them on the show. They make my dad uncomfortable. Strangler would show up to a show, and I remember one story was Frank Goodman. He used to run out of New York. Shortly after Jimmy had moved out, he went to do the show, and he gets to the door, and Frank Goodman's like, I love you, man. You're a great worker and all, but I can't put you on the show. I can't let you in the building. You're going to have to go home, or I can't use Jimmy. And that was that. Wow. The only person that threw Strangler a bone after that, and also offered me, but I wanted to be a mom at the time, and I was modeling, was Billy Firehawk.
May he rest in peace.
If you know, we have our theories on that one.
He's
but
up in Canada somewhere.
He's hiding in Canada.
He was funny all hell.
Thank you to cyberspace and all that for giving Strangler a couple of extra years, because they were really the only ones who would hire him after that whole situation. And, but again, I'm happy that we were able to mend the fence and talk about some things. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things that, you know, because of his age, he doesn't remember, you know. We were just talking about his daughter coming back from overseas. Serona, or as people know her as Tamina Snuka, she just came back from doing a tour over in Australia and Japan, and she was talking about when they were in Japan and how they treated her like she was this queen. And I remember how Jimmy would tell us stories about how they would all go do the shows in Japan, and all the Yokozunas would take them out after the show, and they would party until the morning, and anything they wanted they got. And I mean, they were treated like kings, and that's how she was. And then I kind of feel bad, because then she comes back to the States, and you watch her on Monday night, and here she is in one country being treated like, you know, top nonchalant, and then, you know, she even went up while she was there. She was doing the match, and they're chanting Tamina, and as soon as she went up on the ropes and did the thing for her dad, they all started doing Snuka, you know, chanting Snuka, and she said just to hear that through that stadium was just amazing. And, you know, the only thing that I ask for is just send out some really good healing vibes, and say your prayers for the Brah. He's been a little under the weather, but, you know, just send him some healing vibes and some prayers, and if you could do that for us, we'd really appreciate that.
Excellent.
You know,
excellent. That's great news.
As somebody who's never met this man personally, and knowing what kind of influence he's had on both Dante and Strangler Nick's life, I anticipate the day that I can actually shake his hand and not only say thank you for influencing them, but thank you for the years of entertainment you have provided me as a youngster.
Yeah. Sometime after we get back from our vacation, we will set up a time where we can go down and see him, and we will sit down and have an interview with him.
Interview on the blind tag?
On the blind tag, yes. Yes. They don't do anything live. And,
no.
You know, our podcasts, we already tell you, are pre-recorded, you know, except for certain things once we get that going.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this would not be recorded live. This would definitely be a podcast situation.
Yeah. And I'm completely comfortable with, and I want him to be comfortable.
Yeah, so we got the okay for that. Yeah. So when we get home, we'll...
All of our podcasts are live. When they press play, we are there, and we're in their ear immediately.
You're so awkward
sometimes. I wanted to say a joke, and it was like, it was there, and it fell down the stairs. It was just awful. I just failed so hard.
Anyway.
Like, man, I feel like Charlie Brown trying to kick that football. I saw it, I'm like lining it up, and
good grief.
Yeah.
But one big announcement that I do want to go through before we get into shows and whatnot. The Undertaker has been scheduled and confirmed for next week's Raw, which will be the 20th. Okay, the 20th of July. He is guaranteed to be there at the 20th of July. However, there is a rumor that the Undertaker will be there at Battleground just to show up and, sort of see what happens.
Tease us like he always does.
Well,
he'll play his music and nothing will happen. We'll be like, oh, good, I wasted all that time to watch this pay-per-view.
Rumors and wrestling go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yes, they do. However, there is also another rumor about the Undertaker, and that is the Undertaker. What's going to happen is apparently Cena is going to go over on Owens clean, and then right after he's going to do an open challenge, and then the Undertaker shows up, and then Cena leaves.
Really?
That's the rumor.
Oh, so you got your ear to the ground. I haven't heard that rumor.
That's the rumor.
That's actually pretty decent writing. However, that goes against
what I think is going to happen.
Well, that goes against what Cena's character is. He's a character that doesn't back down.
Yeah.
If they're going to turn him heel, then yes. But I don't see that happening.
See, I think it would be better, Owens goes over clean, then he does an open challenge, and then Undertaker comes out, and then Owens runs.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, but that was
yeah. Beats don't fail me now.
Don't. Well, I got to go.
Hey, was that the doorbell? I'll be right back.
There is also another rumor.
Look at you with the rumor mill.
He's been sitting around that knitting circle too long, I'm guessing.
That the Undertaker also obviously come back, but for SummerSlam, Sting is going to come back.
Ow! And
the rumor is that they're supposedly setting up Sting and Undertaker for next year's WrestleMania. Or I'm not done. Okay. Or Brock Lesnar goes over on Rollins, retains at SummerSlam, and then they set up Lesnar and Undertaker at WrestleMania for the championship, and Taker goes over, avenges his streak, becomes champion, and then finally retires.
Could be interesting. I don't think they'll go that route. I think that it's more likely. No, I think you're more likely to get Sting Undertaker. Yeah. But my take on that, isn't that funny? My take on that has always been it would have been interesting had he not lost the streak.
Yeah.
Because now it's okay. Well, Undertaker's just wrestling at WrestleMania. Like there's no mystique about it. He can be beaten.
Yeah, but I think it would bring the mystique back if he were to face Brock Lesnar for the championship.
That would be something.
That'll sell some fucking tickets.
You know what? And all these are great ideas, and because they are great ideas, they'll never be used by WWE.
They can put it in the great idea bin.
Great idea? We'll put that in the bin. Make sure you seal that shit up tight.
Watch it go through the
Launch
shredder.
that bitch in the ocean. And to find that motherfucker, you gotta be Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah.
And hope that bottle floats to a little island somewhere.
You know what? Yeah, there's a guy on an island who
he's like,
these are great fucking ideas. These are fantastic.
Right?
But that is the big rumor that's going around. But do we have shows?
Well, okay, yeah, we do have a show.
Okay,
but I'd like to talk about our past Sunday.
Oh, we did do something.
Yes. Pushing said show.
Go ahead, talk.
Okay.
Talk, I commend thee.
Lay it down, sister.
As professionals,
testify.
The professionals that we are, we were asked to do something on behalf of SWF, Superstars of Wrestling, to push the July 18th show at Pompton Lakes Elks Lodge. And we were there, and me and my brother, Kryim, are now lobsters because a stupid Irishman forgot to bring shade with us.
Or
sunblock. So, yeah, that was fun. The cars were awesome to look at. We raised some money for our student, a little bit more for the Raymond House Fund, House Fire, that you can find on GoFundMe.
Which we'll link.
Yep, we always do. And but we had a lot of fun at the car show pushing it. We met a lot of nice, very, humble people. Very giving people, and I hope some of them come out to the show. And speaking of the show...
I wipe my forehead now, and it's like grated Parmesan falls to the floor.
Well, really? That's part of the show? That your skin's going to be falling on Kentucky bread?
We got Kryim in the middle of the ring.
It's so disgusting. My head.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Is so red. My head is red.
Yeah,
and it peels.
He got sun poisoning. We'll just
a little bit.
If I get hit in the head, I'm going to be angry.
No headbutts.
No, I have to give a headbutt.
Well, if Kentucky Bread is listening to this, which is who we're going up to,
we're going to break it in half.
We are retaining those belts. I guarantee.
They're coming back to us. They haven't left, but they're staying around our waist.
You can get your shit right. God damn! You haven't even been drinking.
How do you know?
Show.
All right, the show. You want to push the show?
Do I want to?
Why not? Let our fans.
Well, I guess I should consider. Oh yeah, because we will be also doing our blind tag podcast
with me as host.
Yes, he's going to call our match.
He's going to call the match.
It's going to be awesome. And when we are not ringside, or when I'm not ringside and the boys are not in the ring, we will also be, bringing over some of the superstars. Mm-hmm. And speaking of superstars of wrestling, the show again, like I said, is this Saturday at the Pompton Lakes Elks Lodge at. Where does it say?
That does not have a...
Look, roll down. Sorry, we're reading it off the...
We do not...
Oh, yeah, well, 6:30, doors open, and I believe that they are having, autograph signing starting at 6:30.
Address is 15 Perrin Avenue, Pompton Lakes, New Jersey.
But yes, doors open around 6:30. They will be having an autograph session. I believe, let's see, who are the big stars on there? We got Sanjay Dutt. We got Pat Buck. We got Kevin Matthews. We've got
Tito Santana.
We got Tony Myers and us.
That's us.
Hall of Famers, us.
Hall of Famer.
So that's your stars for the day. There's Damian Darling taking on Brian Myers, no relation to Tony Myers, for the SWF title.
Brian Myers, also known as Kurt Hawkins from the WWE.
There you go. We've got Pat Buck and Sanjay Dutt versus Kevin Matthews and Craven Varro, which is Craven, I believe, right? That's his gimmick name. He goes by Craven. The return of Eric the Escort Andretti.
I haven't seen that brother in a year or two.
I didn't even know that he actually worked for this Fed. But hey, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a little while since we worked at ECPW together. Next match, we've got Tommy the Moose versus Tony Myers. And Tony Myers is a friend of ours, and he's pretty much been everywhere and very well known in Japan. Then we have Eddie Franken and Senzo, which is part of, what was his tag team? Because I know him and his partner just recently broke up. Sorry, Riot. That's right. One part of Riot versus Destruction and the Unbreakable Rob Fury, who has proven that more than once after being in a car accident and still going on to do his match this Saturday. Some brothers just can't let it go. Then we have the SWF Tag title match, which easy peasy. It's us against Kentucky Bread.
Gotta get them fritters.
Gotta get some fritters.
Gotta get them fritters.
Fritters.
There's 3 guys and 4 teeth. Just saying.
It is all together. We've got Delmonico the Destroyer versus United States Champion and returning Sir Christopher Michaels, who has not been on the last couple of shows, and King Tech competes against TJ Blade, the newly crowned Continental and the newly crowned States Champion Mikey Pacifica, with the title on the line. Plus, Luke Finn accepts a mystery challenge and much more. General seating is $20. You can buy the tickets at the door. Also, if you want to call ahead of time to order tickets, we will put the number up for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
just looking at this card, I mean, like King Tech versus TJ Blade, Mike Pacifica, it's worth $20 alone. Okay, you got a stacked card.
You got Sanjay. You got some really good names on here. You got us.
You got us. We're the main attractions.
Yeah,
the stars.
Okay,
that's what Hall of Famers.
We Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers.
I got the HOF by my name. I need to get a Twitter account that says HOF Crim.
You could actually add that to your.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
I need a Twitter account.
He needs a Twitter account first.
Well, we have a Twitter account, but I'm saying you change it on your Facebook if you need to.
Oh.
You can put HOF Crim.
Yeah, but don't you need
Because
like a Twitter for like the? Isn't that what like celebs do? They have like
you can have your own. We do have a Fallen Angels Twitter.
Well, I know we do.
Oh my god,
we don't.
No.
We're having a conversation here.
You talking about Twitter is fantastic. I love it.
By the way,
I got to get on them Twitters.
By the way, we are Fallen Angels PW at Twitter.com.
Yes,
if you're looking for us.
How often do we?
I put it up.
We tweet all the time.
Every time I post something on Fallen Angels, it goes straight to our tweet because I know how to promote, bro.
Well, I know, bro.
Because that's what everybody else calls me, bro.
Snapping necks, cashing checks.
That's right. That's right, brah. That's right.
It's the fucking.
Okay,
I cannot believe he's sober at this point. I think it's time that we wind this down.
Kibosh here.
It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer.
It's Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
So, I'll go ahead.
Slingshot! Okay. We're doing jokes for ourselves now.
Okay.
You guys are just...
Yeah, they're pure visual, by the way, so I'm not really sure what they're getting at.
You gotta shake it before you bake it.
By the way, yeah, anybody, if you're in the room, you're hearing it, basically close your eyes and act like you just...
Kryim and Dante say, if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
And with that, I'm Big Dick Gideon next to Kryim and Dante, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.